If I said to you what was the difference between black, white, pink and green peppercorns, you'd probably think they all came from a whole host of different plants. But in actual fact, they all come from the pepper vine, which is behind me here. I'm in Kerala at the moment, which is in the southern state in India, and I'm about 2.5 hours drive from Cochin at a pepper plantation. And at the moment, the pepper harvest is on.
The interesting thing about pepper is that all pepper is harvested by hand. Pepper pickers use bamboo poles that are basically fashioned like a ladder, and they climb up the pepper vines here. Now these vines are all, as you can see, trellised on palm trees, and they pick the spikes of peppercorns and put them in the little sack that is on the back of their belt there. And in many respects, there's nothing more attractive than a very neat pepper garden such as this one. Although there are other trees growing here and other spices, pepper is the main production of this particular farm. And the pickers will work their way around the vines, picking all the peppercorns that are green, because it is the green peppercorns that are then processed to give us black pepper. These are the spikes of green pepper. This is what they look like before they're picked. They are then threshed to remove the little green berries from the stem, and they are then all taken to the processing area. Now these peppercorns are processed a little bit differently, because this is our special black super grade pepper, and whereas pepper is normally put out in the sun to dry for around about a week, these peppercorns are taken into the facility where they are sorted to remove pieces of stem and any light berries, that is the ones without a heart in them. And then the next step in the process is to heat these peppercorns to accelerate the enzyme reaction far more rapidly than sitting in the sun, and that is what turns the pepper black and creates the volatile oil piperin. So they're put into the boiling water, that is accelerating the enzyme, then they're taken out of the boiling water and they are spread out on a stainless steel bench where they will turn black in a matter of hours instead of taking around about a week to turn black. And it is the development of this piperin oil that gives black pepper its characteristic flavour. Another completely different side of the spice trade is reconditioned pepper. This is basically old pepper that's gone mouldy, and it's now sieved, sprayed with oil, makes it look nice and black. Look at the difference between the mouldy pepper and the black pepper. So you've got to be very careful what you're buying. This is then bagged up and sent off to unsuspecting buyers. Now what also happens with pepper is that it goes from the bagging process to various traders who will then put it up at the pepper auction. Now the old system was the open outcry system, which is just fantastic, very atmospheric, and this is the way pepper was always traded. But of course times have changed now, and this pepper exchange room where we can see the traders all bantering and trading, this is all finished, and it's basically all been replaced by a nice shiny computer room. A little bit sad, but that's part of the tradition of the spice trade. This guy's taking a phone call from New York, calling out that they've got a buyer in New York looking for pepper, and then of course what's happening is the various traders are calling out their bids. This is the system that is referred to as the open outcry system. And next time you see pepper, you'll have some idea as to how it got to you.